can't have you, I don't want nobody, baby. If I can't have you, What's going on? You know we're back and we're here. Are good men dumb men? Well, let's see. Let me fix that a little bit. Yeah, I mean, see a little bit of Billy Penn over here. Are good men dumb men? The older I get, I'm starting to say, I don't know. I would always say, though, being a good man is better than the alternative. And so, you might say, well, in your estimation, Greg, what do you think is a good man? A good man, of course, is a man who hopefully takes care of himself. If he has a family, takes good care of his family to the best of his ability. Goes about the world and trying to, if not personally make the world a better place, not make the world a worse place. Also tries to be a helper, tries to consider other people's feelings, and tries to be a person who is a standard setter and a person who moves with good intentions and integrity. And the problem with that also sometimes is because my mom had sent me one of Pastor Waller's from E9 Tabernacle Baptist Church, sent me this, and you can look it up because I don't have it in the description. And it's called, his sermon was called, It Comes with the Territory. And so, I watched the entire sermon, and, it definitely resonated with me. But what I will say is that when you are a good person, when you are a decent person, it's hard for you to see the problems in other people. It's hard for you to see that in other people, some people just don't like you. Some people just don't care for you. Some people just don't care to do the right thing. Some people just feel as though, hey, look, I'm just going to do whatever I want to do. Just like how we talked last week, and I need you to watch, some more people to watch it. Some people are pieces of ish. That when you are a good person, and of course, what makes you a good person also is that other people have to say that you're a good person. Not just you, but other people have to surround you and show you that you are a good person. And of course, do good people do wrong things sometimes? Yeah, they do. But what I'm learning more and more as being a good person is that you have to continue to try to be a better person than what you thought you were. You know how sometimes they say good guys finish last? So you say to yourself, look, I'm a good guy, but you know what? They want me to be a jerk, so I'm going to be a jerk. No. You got to find a way to say, you know what? I'm not just a good guy. I'm a great guy. And even though I got to tell you no, even though I got to set some more boundaries between you and me, I'm a great guy. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you know what a lesser guy would do? A lesser guy might punch you in the face. A lesser guy might do some nasty stuff like spit in your face. A lesser guy may do other things. But when you got a good guy, when you have a great guy that continues to be challenged in any arena, it doesn't matter whether it is dating, relationships, friendships, just everyday things. Unfortunately, when you are doing these things, being a great guy, you are going to be challenged. And, I always say like, dang, man, by the time I get this old, by the time I get 40, I'm going to be chilling. By the time I get 50, I'm going to be chilling. It ain't going to be all this, ain't going to be. And it is. It's all of that and more. It's all of that and more of continuing to have your good guy, your great guy status challenged. So it leads me to start thinking like, dag, well, does it ever stop? Do you ever stop? And it doesn't stop. And you want to know why it doesn't stop? Because like I said before, and I would say it again, too much is given, much is expected. When you are a great guy, when you are a great woman, when you are a great person, do you think everybody else is just going to say, oh no, they're a great person, let me treat them great? No. In some ways, they may be upset that you may act greater than they do. So since you act greater than they do, you know what? F him, forget her, such and such and such and such, because you know what? I can't be that great. So let me tell you how I try to be a greater person. You know what I do? The same way with this podcast, the same way with anything. I try to surround myself with people who I feel are as good as me as far as character, integrity, and better than me. That's the way you do it. You don't always have to be the smartest guy in the bunch. You don't always have to be the richest guy in the bunch. But you know what? If you're in the bunch, make sure you have some credibility, some worthiness to be in a good bunch of people, of great people. Everybody wants to be great. Everybody's not going to be rich, okay? Everybody's not going to be uber successful. Everybody's not going to have everything in this life that they wanted to have. But what you can have is a great sense of character. What you can have is a great sense of integrity. Not being a jerk, not being a nut, not being a clown. That's what you can have. And what you can realize when you get to great person level status is that you don't have to be a person to always want to down somebody else to make you feel better. You remember growing up, like sometimes even the ones that smelled like piss or didn't have or wore the same clothes or had rundown sneakers, they always wanted to be the ones to bust on somebody else. And for those of y'all who ain't familiar with in Philly, that's what we used to call it. We ain't call it jonesing and, you know, the dozens and all. We call it bussing on each other, right? So, but it was typically them. Because there was something else that they had that was hurting in them. Maybe because they were upset that they didn't have new clothes or they couldn't wash daily or whatever the case may be. So they had their own set of issues. So even in adulthood, you try to be good to people. You try to show people, hey, look, you know, this is the right, you know, way necessarily to do things, or this is possibly a better way to do things. But do a lot of times do these people listen? No. That's why you got to separate yourself from them until they understand. Even if I don't aspire to be great, I want to aspire to treat others great. I want to aspire to treat other people well. Because it's funny, everybody can complain about what somebody else didn't do. Oh, they not doing this. Oh, they not doing that. Oh, I'm so sick of such and such. Well, guess what? There's somebody out there that's sick of you. There's somebody out there that's sick of hearing the crap that you talking about. And the thing is that the people who are the most full of crap, the people who always got to give great people or good people a hard way to go, everybody else around them knows that they ain't crap either. But nobody ever says anything. Just like I said last week, these people will just walk around stinking up the earth and nobody ever just says, yo, you know what? You stink. You're a piece of crap. Your behavior isn't indicative of a good person who should be walking this earth. And of course, no, I'm not Jesus or God or a man of the cloth. But you know what? I'm a man of integrity. I'm a man of some common sense. I'm a man of some character. And do I get stuff right all the time? No, I don't. But guess what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to get anything in your life wrong. If I mess up, I'm messing me up. I'm not messing up you. I'm not messing up her. I'm not messing up my brothers, my sisters, my mom, my kids, anybody else. If I mess up, I mess up for me. And the mess ups that I make are not going to be, hopefully, because I haven't lived the rest of my life yet, but hopefully they don't affect anybody who I'm in association with. But people just be walking around here all mean and all such and such. And everybody knows everything. Talked about that before. Everybody knows everything. And that's the part, that's the, you know, the problem with being good. I was saying this before. I was on a cruise and shout out to Sherry. I was talking to Sherry and cousin Sean on this cruise, and we were just talking about things. And see, the thing is that when you're a good person, a great person, people always expect you to be that way. You know, it's hard for you to have a day off. You do things 9 times for somebody, on the 10th time they ask, you can't do it. Now they're pissed off. Right? The way human nature works. Now they're pissed off at you. But you don't remember the other 9 things that I did. But in closing, what I'll say is that, and I saw this working at psych hospital for years, is that a lot of times, man, it ain't even you. Sometimes it's you. But a lot of times, and I'm talking about people who really deem themselves as good or great people. A lot of times it's not you. It's the other person. It's other people. And it's not that they're bad people. It's just that they have whatever they have going on. And a lot of times they may not know how to deal with it to not have it affect you. We all deal with stuff every day. I deal with stuff every day. I had a rough couple last weeks, but guess what? We're going to keep rocking and rolling. Because the thing is that you keep going until there's no more breath in you. You keep being a great person till there's nothing left of you. The big thing is just that you just need to decide who you're going to be great to. Because everybody is not worthy of your greatness. They may have sucked up and used your goodness, but it comes to a point where you say, hey, until you raise your level up to at least goodness, I'm no longer giving you my greatness. I think that's one to grow on. Not your goodness to your greatness. Got you. You get it. So think about that. Put something in the comments. Need to see more comments. Share this video. Send it around. Because we need more great-minded thinking people. So that instead of it always being, oh, what a good guy's there, such and such, this, such and such. No, I need one of those because that's a great guy. That's a great woman. Need one of those. Man. And when you're looking for one of those, because I just bought some new ties, but while you're looking for one of those, make sure that you live life. Don't let life live you.